topic. Should countries encourage free trade or adopt protectionism policies? Today we have two guests with us that will share their opinion on this subject. On one side we have Adam Smith, who supports free trade. On the other, Frederick List, who favors protectionism. First, Mr. Smith, it's an honor to have you here with us. Can you share your points of view on this subject and explain your theory of the invisible hand?
Good morning and thank you for hosting me. I believe free trade helps countries grow faster. First, according to my theory of the invisible hand, people act in their own self-interest, which helps the economy grow. Decisions are made in a free trade market that is guided by supply and demand. Countries should specialize in what they do best. This will reduce prices and product will be improved. Therefore, when nations specialize and trade freely, everyone gets what they need more efficiently.
Mr. List, what's your point of view on this matter?
Good morning and thank you for the invitation. I believe that the free trade works well only for countries that are developed. However, for developing countries, free trade can be determined for companies.
I will have to disagree with you.
At all. And thank you for the invitation. I believe that free trade works well only for countries that are developed. However, for developing countries, free trade can be determinantal for companies. Developing nations should use tariffs to protect their businesses from foreign competition until they have growth and can compete globally. By imposing tariffs, small local companies are protected from large foreign companies. I support protectionism and imposing tariff on import to help local business growth, create jobs, and build up nation strength.
I will have to disagree with you. Since limiting imports will create price increase, this price increase does not benefit consumers. For example, in winter, if a country blocks or limits imported foods, consumers will have to pay more or just stop buying them. Tariffs can even cause trade wars between countries, which hurts everyone.
Maybe in some case, but what happens when there's a big crisis like war and we can't import goods? Countries that rely too much on foreign trades suffer more. If we produce things ourselves, we are more resilient and self-reliant. In addition, free trade leads to job loss because small businesses die and businesses relocate their production to countries with cheap labor. That's not fair for local workers trying to earn a living.
But competition pushes companies to become more efficient and improve their products. In addition, free trade increases competitions, it fosters progress and contributes to peace between countries because they rely on one another.
That's true, but countries can still trade after building up their own industries. Before competing globally, countries should ensure that their respective economies are strong and that the employment rate is strong. I believe that free trade is beneficial, but it must be done at the right time.
Thank you both for joining us today and sharing your opinion on the subject. While free trade has numerous benefits, as demonstrated by Mr. Smith, Mr. List made a stronger case for protecting local economies and workers, especially for developing countries.